Hello everyone. So myself Abdul Azim and I'm a senior as developer at GeeksforGeeks, and this is our I guess seventh or eighth session of our series iOS development for beginners. And today we will be talking about basic UI elements like buttons, text fields, and labels in iOS storyboard, Xcode storyboard, Swift storyboard. Okay, so before we go and dive into today's content, let's first discuss what we have discussed so far. अभी तक हमने क्या क्या पढ़ लिया है, किस किस चीज के बारे में हम बात कर चुके हैं. So when we started in our first session, basically we have we started with this introduction of iOS development, like what is the scope of iOS development, or what you need to learn iOS development, what you have to do to dive into this domain, and after learning iOS development, what is the scope in the jobs, like how it will be after you, how it will be to become an iOS developer in the job market. And after that we have learned how to set up your Xcode, to code for iOS development, and we have discussed in brief about the development environment, that is Xcode for iOS development. And then we have learned about Swift basics like variables, constants, operators, data types, and we have learned about control flow statements in Swift, like if else statements, switch statements, loops, and we have discussed about optionals, functions, and closures in Swift. We have learned about structures and classes, concepts, properties in details with with some code examples. And in our last session, we have discussed about about the storyboard interface builder and some basic components that we will continue that in our in this session, in our current session. And after today, in our from our next session, we will be talking about view controllers and navigation based apps. And then we will study about data persistence in iOS, like user defaults, DLM, and core data, etc. And then we will be diving deep into the in some other or core UI elements in storyboard or iOS, that is like table views and collection views to build some list and grids in your app. We use table views to to build list in iOS app, and we use collection views to build grids in iOS app. So, and then after that, we will be making some HTTP request by using URL session and alarm of fire to fetch data from the server, or to post some data from the server, to delete and put some data on the server. Because to show some data on your app, you have to get the data from somewhere, either from local services or from the from HTTP requests from the HTTP server. So to get some data from the HTTP server, or to send some data to HTTP server, you have to make HTTP request in your app. So in Swift, we use URL session that is provided by Swift itself, and we use alarm of fire as well, a Swift library to make HTTP request to the server to fetch some data from the server, or to post some data to the server. And then we will be studying about passing JSON data, that is pass the data that is coming from the server to our local models. We'll be learning about that, how to pass that data into our local models, like because when you make some requests to get data from the server, you will be receiving some raw data. So to pass that data, you have to you have to learn how to you will be getting the data in JSON format. So you have to learn how to manipulate or to work on that data. First you have to pass the data into your local model. So you have to learn how to pass JSON data into local models, into structures or classes objects. So we will be creating models using structures and classes, as we have discussed in our previous session, I guess, in which we were studying about structures and classes, that we will be using structures to build some model class, to build some models, so that we can pass parse the raw data into our workable models. And at the end, we will be learning how to work with or how to manage handle Epistroke Connect. Epistroke Connect is a tool provided by Apple through which you can uh, you can you can send your app to Apple Review, or you can publish your app to App Store. So after learning iOS development, this is necessary that you learn how to handle or manage App Store Connect, because to publish your app on the App Store, to send your app to uh, the Apple Review, you have to do that using App Store Connect. So you have to learn how to work with App Store Connect. So we will be learning about App Store Connect, how to how to get one, or how to how to send your app for the app review as well, to how what will be the informations that you need to fill, or what will be the informations with your app you need to send to Apple through App Store Connect, to get your app reviewed by them or get your app approved by them to be released uh, on the App Store. So, okay, that will sure be the content of our whole series. So uh, now let's dive into the content of our today's session. That is UI elements, working with UI elements. How how you will be using some basic or small building blocks in your UI blocks in your storyboard to make bigger screens or to make bigger UIs. So before we start that, I will take you to the, just let me share my screen. So this is a free course that is provided by Geeks for Geeks. You can subscribe to that to, if you are beginners. So sure, you can start with that. Okay. Okay, I will share the link in comment as well. Let me share the link in comments. Okay. Okay, now let me share Xcode. Let me share my screen, that is so that we can start some coding to to work with our UI elements. Okay. Okay, I hope my screen is visible now. So let's now, okay, create a new project. Select iOS on the top, and okay, select iOS on the top and select app in application and hit next, and then go to, let's name it UI elements demo, UI elements demo, and you can put your personal name into the team, and you can put any random name in organization identifier, and interface you can choose storyboard Swift UI. For now we are choosing storyboard because we are gonna building UIs in storyboard in this series. So language Swift, of course, and for now we are not gonna use any code data or unit testing. So just leave it unchecked and hit next. Create, create. Okay. Okay. So a project has been created. Now let's just run it. I'm choosing a iPhone 14 as my simulator. Run it. We have already talked about these, this root file. What is the data in general tab, signing in capabilities, info plist, etc. So we'll not talk about it in this session. So now let's just okay. So we have run the app, and this is an empty screen for now. So now if we go to, this is the main .storyboard file. This is the storyboard file in which you're gonna write UIs for your application. So just click on this main and you can come here. So you can see there is one screen by default, created by default by the project, by the Xcode. And this is an empty screen that is what you are seeing for now on your screen of the application. So let's just put a label here. Let's say put a label here, and let's just put application. Now run it, and you will see application here. Okay, so and when we are running this application text, so let's just start creating some meaningful UI. So in this demo, we will be creating login and sign up screen, UI for login and sign up screen. So let's just start it. So let's put a heading that is going to be login heading. I'm gonna give it label color that is black, and I'm gonna set its font, system font, and I'm gonna put it bold, and I'm gonna increase its font size to, let's say, 28 or 32. Okay. And I'm gonna align it to center, align it to center. And that's it. Now let's give it some constant. Constant is a constant means the margin, top, bottom, height, width, and leading, trailing. Okay, so give it, let's just say 100 from the top, that is safe area, 100, and give it, let's just say, I'm not giving any leading or trailing. Let's just give it top, that is 100, and I'm gonna, okay, add 100, and I'm gonna make it align uh, in center horizontally. So select your label, select it, and here come at the bottom here, align, and check this horizontally in container, and see this label login will be in the center horizontally. Okay, so that's it for our login heading, and this is a label. So you see we have set the text from the storyboard, that is login. We have set the color. We have you know set some font properties, that is font weight and font size and font style, and we have set the alignment of the label. Then we have set some constant to it. So these are some basic properties that you gonna have to use throughout your applications for the labels when you'll be working with labels in your application when you are building some UIs and you are using label into your UI. So these are some basic properties that you have to use. And you can also set some background color to your label. That is, if I set, let's say, this color. So see, you can set any color. Let's say I set light gray color. So see, you can set any color. So for now, I'm just leaving it to default, that is clear background. Okay, so this is our heading. Now, if I run this app, and you will see login heading. Now let's put some entry field, that is text field, to get some input from the user for email and password. So to get some entry from the user, we use text field in iOS storyboard. So we have a component for that, that is text field, and I'm gonna put it here, and let's stretch it. Let's give it some constant from the top and leading and trailing. I'm giving, let's say, 48 from the login. That is 48 from the login. And I'm giving, let's just say, 20 from the trailing and 20 to the leading, and just hit enter. Okay, so I'm creating this input field for email. So we gonna go and let's just say placeholder, put a placeholder text that is email, and let's put its font to system regular, and let's just say 16. 16 will be the font. Okay, leave the color as default color, that is black for now. And okay, clear button never appears. You can add a clear button to your text field as well. We will talk about it into the password text field in the next entry box. So for now, let's just run it, and you will see an email entry in your app. See here, and if you touch it, you will see a keyboard on your app, and you will just enter anything. Let's say this 123234 at the rate gmail.com, and this is a email text field. So what you can do, you can also set the you can also set keyboard type. So let me just go there, select your text field entry, and you go there, keyboard type. And in keyboard type, what you can do, you can set email address. And now if you run it, you will see the keyboard that will be coming will the keyboard that will be coming will be the email type keyboard. That is, you are seeing a dot or at the bottom in your keyboard. This is a email type keyboard. So this is also one property in your text field that you can set. Okay, so now let's create another text entry that is for password. So create another text field, drag and drop here, and stretch it. Let's say 28 from the email, 28, and 20 from the trailing, 20 for the trailing, and 20 for the leading, and hit next. Add 3 constants and put a placeholder text that is password for this. See password, and clear button appears yes, appear while editing, and font will be the same that we have set for the email, that is 16. And if you go down there, keyboard type will be default for this because you wanna put a user can put any letter or any number or any character in the password. And secure text entry. Okay, first let's run it as it is, then I will tell you what is secure text entry or what is the use of this uh, clear button here that we have set for appear while editing only for password. So let's run your app. So see, if I hit this, you will see if I start editing something, add some text here. So you're seeing this clear button is coming. So this clear, what this can do, if you hit it, all text will be cleared. And in email, the clear button will not come because we have not set it for email. That is, we have said that clear button never appears. And for password, we have said appears while editing. That means when you are putting some text, the clear button will always visible. And when you hit that clear button, all text will be gone. Okay, now let's for password, let's check this box secure text entry. Okay, and now let's run it. And now if you put something in your password, you will see with secure text entry, this is, it will not show you the character. So this is another property for your, for your text field that you can set. Okay, now we have taken the input email and password from the user. Now what we need to do, we need to put a button there, login button there. After putting email and password, user want to hit the login button. So button. Okay, set the text of your button, that is login. And change the font, that is, let's say system, let's say bold, and increase size, let's put it 24. Okay, give it some constraint, that is, let's just say from the password text field, let us say I'm putting 32 and give it some height and width. I'm giving it, let's just say 100 width and 40 height or 48. Okay, and this is not in center horizontally, so select your button and go to this align and put it horizontally in container, and this will be in the center. Okay, horizontally. Okay, now if you run it, you will be, you'll be seeing a login button in your onto your screen, that is login. Okay, now let's put another button just below the login button, and let's just say button put a text here, that is not registered, not registered, go to sign up. And give it some constant as well. That is 20 from the login button, and let's just say 20 from leading, 20 from trailing. Hit. We can change the top constant. That is, if after giving some constant, if let's just say you want to change some constant, so you can go and click on that constant. That is, let's say if I click on this and you go there, you can change that value. So let's say if I go there, select this constant, that is top constant, and I can change its value to, let's say, just say I'm putting 8. Okay, and like the label or any other UI element, you can also put background to your button. Let's say if I want to put background color here. So scroll down and you will see background, and you can put any color there. Let's say if I put this, or let's say if I put black, so you can put any color there. Let's say if I put black for the background, and if I want to change the text color of my button, tint, see, I go there, go tint color, and I change it to white, system background color. Okay, so you can do this as well. Okay, now if I run this app, you will see a login button and another button at the bottom, not registered, go to sign up. Okay, then let's add sign up screen. Okay, let's just say font, system, regular, and say if I put 12 here. System. Okay, now let's create another view controller. Okay, first let's create the action for your login button and action for your login button and not registered button. So see, if I open the view controller file, because the view controller file associated with this view controller is view controller.swift, that is here. So let's just say if I open assistant, and you will see, and now control and drag it here, just at the bottom of view did load, and create an action for, let's give it login action. type, type will be UI button, and connect. And you'll be able to see a function which will be executed when user hit that login button. So let's go and write something in it. Let's say print login action, login action executed. So now if I run this app and I hit this button, you will see login action executed. Every time I am hitting this button, login action executed. Okay. Okay, now go to your main.storyboard and create another screen. Let's just go to this plus button and type view controller here and drag and drop this view controller to here. You will see a screen, another screen created. And now this is the storyboard screen. Now create a view controller file for it as well. So go here, go to your root folder, that is UI element demo, this one, and right click on it or double click on it and new file, and go to Cocoa Touch class. Next, and let's say select here UI view controller and name it, let's say view controller 2, or for now let's say view controller 2, or you can say sign up view controller, that is sign up VC, and language Swift, and next, create. Okay, you can remove it. This is a new view controller that we will assign to our new screen. That is, if you go here and at on the top where view controller is, you are seeing this view controller, and touch it, and you go here at the identity inspector, and in identity inspector at the top you can see a property called class. So here you can just write sign up VC. So now this is this sign up VC view controller class is dedicated to this screen. All the UI of this screen will be handled in the code with this class, that is sign up VC.Swift. Okay, now let's create UI, that is create a label first. And text will be sign up. And this will be system, bold, and 32. Done. This will be center. And now we can keep some constraint, that is 100 from top. And this will be horizontally in container. Okay. Now put text entry, that is email. Sorry, text field for email, that is email. Choose email address type, and give it some constraint, that is, let's just say 48 from top and 20 from left, 20 from right. Okay. You can copy and paste as well UI component. So I have copy and pasted this password field here and give some constraint that is how much it is 28. So give it 28 from top, 20 left, 20 right. Okay, password, and now copy and paste it. And give it some, okay, 28 again from top, 20 from left, and 20 from right. And hit, and at the, this is email, this is password, and at the second, password text field, we will enter the placeholder that is confirm password. One text field will be for password, one will be to for confirming your password. Now C and put this button here and change it text to, let's say, sign up. Remove the action and $32 from the top, and this will be horizontally in container. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now what I want to do, what I want when I click this not registered go to sign up button, I want to I want to navigate to this screen that is sign up. Okay, and let's just put a button here. Twenty, 20, and 4, and change its text to already have an account, go to login. Okay. Now, first, what I need to do, I want what I want for user to test this button if he has an account and navigate to this screen, that is sign up screen. So what I can do, just drag, control, and drag and drop from this button to this screen, and you will see action segue here, and you can say show. I have this is segues. This is one way to use navigation in your app. I will explain this when we will be talking about navigation best apps in our next to next tutorial. So we'll be talking about these as well. First, this is one way. So for now, just understand this is one way to navigate from one app to another, from one screen to another. Sorry. Okay, now let's just run this application and let's just keep it default, that is automatic, and run this. Now you'll see when I'm touching this button, not register, go to sign up. So it is opening sign up button, but it is opening it in a modal way. In it is presented presenting is modally and not on the full screen. So to present it from left to right, what we have to use navigation container again. We will talk about that, about navigation containers in or stacks in our next tutorial, when we will be talking about navigation best apps. But for now, this is one way. And two, what I want for now, I want this screen to cover the full screen. Okay, to cover the whole area, not just the half of it. So if I go over this, and if I click on this, and here you can see transition style cover vertical, that is, it will cover the screen vertical. If you are seeing the animation, the screen is coming from the bottom. And presentation, I will choose over full screen. Now if I run this application again, and if I touch it, you will see now it is covering the whole area of my screen. Now let's what I want now, if I'm on this screen and I say I already have an account, go to login. On the touch of this button, what I want to dismiss this screen and going back to and want to go back to my login screen. So first, go here, open assistant. This is sign up PC, and now create an action for sign up. Let's say command control drag here. This is, let's say, sign up action. Choose button here, connect, and create an action for already have an account, go to login as well. Drag and drop, sorry, drag and drop and go here. That is go to login. Yeah, go back to login. Go back to login. See, now I have two actions. And also remember one thing, I have pasted this button from the previous screen and this button from the previous screen. So always check when you are, copy and pasting your UI elements. So right click on your UI element and check if this doesn't have any connection to the previous file. That is, I have touch up inside in sign up VC in the view controller file of this screen, because I have created it. But in the previous screen, I have created with the previous view controller. So always check when you are copy and pasting that there is not any unnecessary connection with any other file as well. Okay. Now what I want, on the click of this button, I want to go back to my login VC. So go to this button, that is go back to login. First, let's print in this sign up action executed. And self dot dismiss and make it true. So what self dot dismiss is? Self dot dismiss is that means this screen, this view controller telling itself that I have to dismiss on this action. I have to dismiss myself. That means this screen will dismiss or be cancelled after this action. So now if I run this application, run application now, we run this code and we click on this not registered, we go to sign up screen. Now if I click this button, already have an account, go to login, you see the sign up screen has been dismissed and it is going back to login screen. So this is how it works. Now let's do something. Let's read data from our text fields, because when user be putting his email and password, we have to use that email password to send to the server to to make authorization happen. Okay, to to user to uh, to log them in. Okay, to log him or logged her in, to log our user in, we have to use these text field data of these text field to extract email and password, or the user that the data that user have already put for his email and password. So first, go to this login page, select it, and open assistant view controller and create the way we have created actions for button. We will create there are two things. One is IB action, one is IB outlet. IB actions are some actions that we are gonna perform on some on some activity that is on touch or on change of text or anything, the action that we are going to perform. And IB outlets are the references of UI elements that we have to create in our view controller classes so that we can play with them. Because let's say if I have to extract some text from a text field, or if I have to change the text of a label, so how I will do that in the code? In the code, I have to I have to have the I have to need I have I will be need uh, I'll be needing the reference to those UI elements so that I can access them in my code, so that I can read them in my code. So that's what IB outlet for. So if I, if I drag and drop from my text field and drop it here, you will see outlet here in the connection. This is a reference between the UI element in my and in my code. UI element and in the property in my code. Okay, so name, let's just say email text field, email text field. Okay, connect. You'll see outlet has been created. Now same for the password. Drag and drop, outlet, password, text field. See, now what I want to do, what we want when user touch the button login, so we want to extract the login email and password data and send it to our server to for authorization purpose. So let's say let email equals to email text field dot text. That's how you can extract data from a text field. Let password equals to password text field dot text. And text property of text field is optional, so let's just pass some default value using coalescing operator. Okay, now we have email and password strings, so let's just read it. So print login credentials, login credentials, print email, that is email, and print password, that is password. Now if we run our app, okay, sorry. Now if I put some email, let's say abcxyz123@gmail.com. This is some email, and let's just say if I pass some password, that is password. And if I hit password now, you will see at the bottom, you can see login credentials, email abcxyz123@gmail.com, password, that is password, login, and action executed. So this is how we can read data from text field. Now let's add some. Let's perform one more action, and let's just put a button at the bottom of the password text field. Button. Put it text. Let's say show password. So password, and font, let's say system regular, and if I say 12, done, and give some constraint, that is 20 from the left and 12 from the top, and width and height. Done. If I run this now, you are seeing this show password here. Let's make the alignment to okay. Now create what I want to do. When user entering the text in the password, it is secured entry. So what I want to do, when he clicks on show password, he he should be able to see the entry that he is putting in. So just go to assistant, that is view controller, create an IB action, control and drag here, and put it, let's just say show password action. Okay, to hide the password, to make it secure, what we have done, we have checked this text box, that is checkbox, that is here, secure text entry. So now we have to control it from our code. So what we will do, when user touch this button, show password, what we want to do, self dot password text field dot secure text entry is secure text entry is false. We're going to set it to false. That means we're going to uncheck this. So now if I run it, and let's say I'm putting some information here, let's say bcxyz@gmail.com, and if I put some password here, let's say password, and if I touch this button, show password, so see, now I can see my password here. So this is how you can control your UI elements from your view controller file as well. So I guess that's it for this session. In the next session, we'll be talking more in deep about navigation in about our view controller and navigation based app as well, and our other UI elements as well. So as we go ahead, we will be learning more about our storyboards, UI elements, our view controllers, how navigation process works in iOS app. So that's it for this session. Thank you, everyone. Uh, I guess that's all. Thank you.